I'm taking a little trip, and what trip would be complete without bringing along your art supplies? So in this video, I'm going to show you what I'm bringing along for the time that I have to do some art. The other thing is I'm going to a bigger city than the one I live in now, and whenever I do that, I go to an art supply store. The first thing I'm bringing is this little tablet that I have that's in my own stash. It's a 6x8 little tablet. I've used some of the pages, so I think there's about 34 left, but it is gray. It's a gray paper. It also has a perf on the top, which I really like in my sketchbooks, so you can tear it off without doing the whole spiral. It's not super heavyweight, but I plan on filling that while I'm on my trip. The next sketchbook I'm bringing is my everyday one. It is a Canson mixed media sketchbook, and I always use old artwork and tape it down on the front just to make the covers a little more interesting, plus a little washi tape, which is always fun. It's fun to have to not have all these blue notebooks around. I didn't bother painting in the blue parts. Anyway, this book is one that I just use for paint mostly, to experiment, to try things out. That has a lot of pages left, and I will just bring that along with me and use that as a messy sketchbook. And the third sketchbook I'm bringing, because who doesn't need a third sketchbook, is this one that I really like. It's smaller. It's about 7x8 maybe, and it's hardbound, which I like in a book. And I love the paper texture. It's really smooth. Here's what I don't like. The pages fall out. So I get to a certain point and a big hunk of paper comes out of it. And I use this book as my morning meditation drawing, where I just fill a page and it's very stream of consciousness. I just draw pictures. So this book has a few more pages, about halfway done, and I'm just going to bring that along with all the messy pages. And with that book, I always draw with Micron pens, and I use the Micron 05s exclusively. It's my favorite weight. And since I will be painting, I'm bringing along this small set of Liquitex Basic acrylic that I bought in a set. So I have primary blue, phthalo green, primary red, primary yellow. Those all came in the set. Plus I am bringing almost empty tube of titanium white and Mars black. So that is all the little set. So those are all coming with me. And I may buy some more colors when I'm traveling, because that might not be enough, or I may use them up. And then I also am bringing along 3 small tubes of golden acrylic. That one's Naphthol red, titanium white, and permanent green light. I bought those at an estate sale, of all places. So those are coming along because I have them, and you can never have enough paint. But they're small. And since I'm painting, I'm bringing along a pad of just palette paper. It's the waxy paper that is disposable, although I feel guilty disposing the acrylics on that paper, but what you have to do, I'm afraid. So those are coming along. That's coming along with me. It's almost gone as well. There's probably only about 10 sheets left, so I will probably end up not bringing that home with me. Then, since I am going to be painting, I'm bringing a couple of brushes, some of my favorites. I love these 2 rounds. This is a bright that I enjoy, and then I have this filbert, and I have a couple of those in different sizes that I'm going to bring, and then this larger flat one that can really cover some area. That's one of my favorite brushes. I think I might have to replace that fairly soon. And then I have this little bag that I always take with me. This is just a cute little bag that I bought at Dollar Tree or somewhere. And it's just full of miscellaneous things that one must have when they're traveling. So I have some colored pencils. I have one of these little tape runners that is really nice for collage, and if I want to contain something somewhere, that is really handy, and it's not messy. Then I always have this little triangle that I think I've had since art school. So that's coming along with me in case I want to do some lines or rules or things where I want to journal. And then just an assortment. There's some washi tape with some little buffalo clips, of course a Sharpie, eraser, highlighters, all of the little flotsam and jetsam that ends up in this bag. So this is what I am bringing on my trip. I may come home with fewer of these things, but I know I will come back with more of other things. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to know what you feel are your must-haves on your travel. And thanks so much for watching.